Hello and welcome guys to Braintastic, and today we are back with a short feature on Apollo 11 mission as it completes its 50 years on 20th July. The moon is locked in an orbit around Earth for over 4.5 billion years, and it makes for a pleasant sight for us humans. However, the humanity could only dream of touching the moon for the good part of its history. The dream had to wait for thousands of years to have that advancement in science and technology, which will equip the humans to finally travel to the moon. It all changed in the second half of the 20th century when the Cold War rivals Russia and US dared to go all out and explore the final frontier, the space. The two biggest powers in the world competed for dominance in space exploration, and it was the US who emerged victorious when it successfully took humans to the moon on July 20, 1969. The Apollo 11 mission was a success. It was the biggest feat achieved by human at that time, as it should have. It took some doing. Here is what you should know about the mission. To accomplish anything, a certain amount of work needs to be done. Understandably, if the target is to reach the moon, a lot of work is needed to be done, and NASA did just that. Project Mercury 1958 and Project Gemini 1961 laid the foundations for Project Apollo, which took its own time to reach the most famous Apollo 11 mission in 1969. It was Apollo 1 which was supposed to be the first manned mission to orbit Earth in 1967. It had three astronauts on board, namely Ed White, Roger B. Caffey, and Gus Grissom. The mission was unsuccessful and unfortunately fatal for all the three astronauts on board. A fire broke out in the Apollo 1 command module which resulted in death of all passengers. The ill-fated event could have been the end of NASA's Apollo mission, but the sacrifice of the three daring astronauts sparked a revolution where crew safety became the huge priority. The result? Apollo 1 will be the last NASA mission to have fatalities. One after another, NASA conducted a number of successful crewed missions, and this streak culminated in the successful Apollo 11 mission on 20 July 1969. Notably, more than 4 lakh people worked on the mission for years to make it the first human landing on the moon. Apollo 11 with the three astronauts, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin and Michael Collins, was in the last phase of their descent onto the moon's surface. Command Module pilot Michael Collins flew the Command Module Columbia alone in lunar orbit while the other two zoomed towards the moon in the Eagle. Apollo 11 was 4 minutes away from its landing when they had to make a tough call. In the slanting lunar module, the crew saw a 1202 error code on the frozen display of the computer. They were roughly 360,000 kilometers from Earth and were running out of time. Armstrong was concerned as he asked, "Give us a reading on the 1202 program alarm." Eagle was descending towards the moon and the computer were alarming to quit. Everyone was worried because it could have aborted the mission or crashed the spacecraft. But what was this code for? Thankfully, NASA engineer Jack German prepared a cheat sheet before the departure that listed all the abort codes and what they meant. 1202 error indicated the computer is slightly overloaded and wasn't the matter of a big concern. The problem didn't end here. When Michael Collins separated from crew member of Eagle module, the control was having trouble with the radio link to the lunar module. They lost communication even though Aldrin tried to adjust the antenna, which kept the signals fading in and out. Due to the 1202 error code witnessed by the crew, the computers were receiving more data than it could handle. They were unable to exchange information, due to which mission rules would have called for an immediate abort. The tension spread back on the Earth. It was dangerous to abort the mission in the middle of landing and to carry on with bad computers. They had to make the toughest call and decided to land anyway. The problem didn't end even after making the biggest decision of their life. While Aldrin was concentrating on displays and Armstrong was handling manual control, they realized they were not at the right place. They undocked the module between the lumpy gravity of the moon. Low on fuel, They found a smooth spot and landed safely. This startled both the crew members, but they surely became the heroes of the world. Thank you so much friends for watching. We hope you like this video. If you want more videos like this, just click left or right. And if you are new to our channel, please subscribe.